Hi, I'm Dr. Jaiti Lashkari. I currently work at a COVID center in Mumbai. I have been a doctor since 2017. As a child, I always wanted to become a doctor. When you ask a kid, the first thing they want to become is a doctor or an engineer or an artist or a pilot. And that was my dream too. I always wanted to be a doctor. And I worked towards becoming a doctor, and now here I am. I'm a doctor. Pre-pandemic era, before Corona hit us, I was working at a government hospital for a while, and after that I worked at a private hospital. So I got an experience of best of both worlds. Mainly my work was to deal with patients in the ward, basically general medicine, and that's what I wanted to pursue. I really want to pursue general medicine as my subject, but it all changed in 2020. I was at home studying for my examination, having a very normal life. But as soon as the first wave hit Mumbai, the government BMC called all the doctors up, and they were like, you have to, it was a cry for war. My family and me, we were very hesitant. Is this something that I want to do? At a time when the entire world is telling everyone to be sitting at home and being safe, and that is a time when it's my decision or not to get out and work for the people. So I was really scared, so were my parents, but it was something I thought about it, and I thought that this is something what I have been studying my entire life to be doing, to be serving the society, and there is no other better opportunity to be doing this than at this time. There have been wars, but this was a medical war. You don't need soldiers for this war, you need doctors, and that's what I was. I am a doctor. So that was a time when I joined Seven Hills Hospital at Andheri, Mumbai. It is a COVID exclusive hospital set up by the BMC only for COVID patients. I was working in the high definition unit, which is like an ICU. It was a 25-bedded hospital. The first wave was the initial shock. Everybody was just shocked, so nobody could, it couldn't seep inside you. You're just reading numbers, you're trying to understand the treatment, you're trying to understand the disease. Everything is a new thing if you go to see. While working in the ICU, it was a very different experience, because generally when you are at this level, when I'm a junior doctor set up, you always have a consultant consulting you, telling you what to do, and you have to follow it. There's always someone to fall back to. But during the pandemic, the older doctors, it was advised for them also to not come out and risk their lives. Most of them are seniors above 55, 60, and they also have it's a very risky thing for them to be coming to the hospital. So I can tell you proudly, that Mumbai had all young doctors treating the patients. They were the task force, and they were the ones which helped patients recover. Corona is such a disease. Generally in a basic hospital before Corona, the patients, they're there, they get well within a maximum of 7 days, and then they go back home and recover. But in Corona, it's not like that. These patients are there for 15 days. The worst part I could say was that they can't see your face. So they are recognizing you by the way you talk, and the way your body structure and the way you talk. And the first thing what we used to do was that write our name on the PPE. So that we're not nameless figures going there, and we're just not looking like white ghosts. They should know our name, they should be calling us by our name, and we should know them by their names. Speak to them in their language, speak to them with respect, and that's how they feel like they're not alone in a ward. The second wave was the worst experience of my life. Patients were coming and coming and coming. There were no beds available. There was no oxygen available. There were times when I had to decide between giving an oxygen to a young patient or to an old patient. You had to choose between lives. And it's not something you would want to do being a doctor. The hours were crazy. There were times, when my colleagues had got positive and they had to quarantine, and we had to be doing double shifts, and everybody on oxygen, and everybody having and requiring personal attention. I have seen such sights in front of my eyes. I have gone through such an emotional turmoil, and it has been, the experience was, there have been days where I've come home and I've cried. I think I'm glad that the second wave has passed away now, and I hope that the third wave doesn't come back, because now, even though we are very much prepared physically, mentally, equipmentally, everything is there. We have all amenities now, but I don't know if we are emotionally prepared anymore for this. The government is providing vaccines to us, and it's not a very easy, cheap thing to be giving, to the society. So use the fact that the vaccine is something which is going to be your weapon. You as a warrior, for yourself, the vaccine is your weapon. The minute you take the vaccine and you complete both the doses, you guys can start and look towards a normal life. Gaining that tiny weapon for yourselves and being selfish that I'm vaccinated, I'm going to be safe now.